Welcome into Seattle and Lumen Field. I'm Howard Cosell for this National Football Conference West matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. I'm joined in the booth today by Tony Romo. Tony, how does the San Francisco 49ers score more than 3 points on Mike McDonald's defense?
Oh, well, there's some really neat pregame going on. It's going to be exciting, Howard. It's going to be exciting. I really think these two teams, they have a chance to win it all.
Good God, Romo, you're a disgrace to the profession. You're a bumbling idiot. I don't know what happened to you. You got too good on golf, and you missed your mark. Two storied franchises. It's Shanahan and McDonald. It's the Seahawks and the Niners. And I'm only saddened by the news that Tim Boyle no longer watches sports. Back to you, Scott and Tim.
That's beautiful.
That was good, wasn't
it? Beautiful. Yeah. Spot on with Tony Romo, too. I've got him in my list here somewhere.
I'm sure you do. He got killed. Welcome into the book. Not the board.
We're at an undisclosed location.
We are at an undisclosed. We are at the Ashmazina Castle right now. In the
this
kitchen.
time, I actually got invited over.
I know.
Last couple times the family's been out of town. I get like the almost invite.
Well, you weren't available.
Okay.
I did invite you. Then I tried to give you an out today. Because I called you and was like, hey, do you want to do it still over here, or do you use it? What's more convenient
you were
for
trying.
You?
You were trying to uninvite me. You were trying to invite yourself over to the Boyle Theater.
No, I just because you're a busy man.
Oh, come on.
Project Fund Tim, still we're taking donations.
Still a project.
1-800 bring back Tim.
We just put Mindy's cell phone on.
Good Lord, Nurse Mindy,
there.
You're killing me. But yes, we're coming from the Ashmazina kitchen. This is our studio setup.
It's very nice.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
The vittles you got some good
I got
vittles
vittles out
on.
here. I mean, for our YouTube people, we can really show the vittles.
Got the ruffles going on.
Got the ruffles. He had to bring the dip because, and then we got the
sour cream and cheddar.
Oh, yeah. Then I went with a little popcorn.
What kind of popcorn is that?
That's I don't know, simply something.
Simply something?
Yeah, and then I got some cashew nuts and some these.
Is that the peanut butter ones?
Pretzels. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. And then I got him some cookies. He loves cookies, people. He loves a good cookie.
Are you a bachelor? Is that why you're doing this? There's
is.
Nobody else in the household?
I am. I do not have a roommate currently for about a week.
Nice.
What about the person you're related to by?
She's gone too.
You got 3 dogs.
Oh my God!
I got mauled by 3 dogs.
Dude, the 3 dogs. It's just wow.
I'm gonna talk to my lawyer.
What are you going to do with yourself for a whole week alone with the dog?
I don't know. Live my life.
Live my life.
The funniest thing is it's not really, it actually doesn't change that much. It's just that I can have ESPN on 24 hours a day. I can work inside and talk.
It changes everything.
No,
what are you
doesn't.
talking about? You actually invite me over.
Well, that's true.
You can do whatever you want.
Aaron loves to have you over.
Well, I know, but not for a podcast. You're not allowed to. You're not allowed to do a pod here.
I can just eat whatever I want to eat, which I need to eat less.
Well, you see, you're naming all these different things, but then you're saying nothing changes.
Well, I don't know. Yes, it's just nice. It's nice. It's nice to have the crib to myself.
But nothing changes.
But not much changes. Yeah. Here's one change. I will be watching our Seahawks game and all the great games this weekend by myself. Let's get into that.
Why don't we?
And that's why Howard was right. You no longer watch sports, Tim.
No, that's not necessarily true. I just had some bad luck.
How's this weekend gonna go for you?
I'm having more bad luck. I am gonna land in Vegas for the SHOT Show right about 4:30. The Seahawks start at 5. I'm gonna hightail it to my hotel and watch.
An angry text.
Yes.
All right.
What's the SHOT Show?
The SHOT Show, it's like the second biggest show in America. It's like this gigantic show. Scott's actually been there.
I've been there.
Times.
I don't even know, 10 times.
Yeah,
more.
I think it stands for shooting, hunting, outdoor target, but there's a huge law enforcement and military presence there over the last like 15, 20 years. So it used to be more of like a sporting goods show, but now it's a huge LE show as well.
I call it, again, with Kai, I call it the Lovable Bubba Show.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's fair or not.
Maybe.
But it was hysterical when I went to the SHOT Show, which is all firearms, law enforcement, guns, all that stuff, the ammo, all that. And then I go from there to the Outdoor Retailer Show, which is like Granolaville, like total
it couldn't be more different.
eating. It couldn't be more. It's like complete opposites. It was very funny. What? Go ahead, Mark. Sorry, producers Mark back, by the way. Scott Oshman, Tim Boyle.
Glad to be here. Glad you're not a big fan of Tony Romo. It sounds like.
Oh, we're gonna get to him.
We'll get to him. He's on the list. Real quickly? You went across the pond, mate. How is the pub?
Have you gone mad?
We just did a quick 5-day trip to London to drop my daughter off for study abroad. It was quick. It was cold.
Really?
But it was really cold, in the 30s, sleet one day. We left Wednesday and it was perfectly sunny and 49.
Wow. Sounds like Seattle.
It kind of does.
Yeah.
We're having a very warm winter up here.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about what the weather.
Most of this whole winter.
During the NFL segment, we got to talk weather because weather's going to have an impact.
That's on the list.
Stop, Bears.
It is on the list.
Okay, existential. That was great. I hope you had a great trip. Let's go to existential.
I got a couple.
I know.
I got a couple.
I got more than one here too.
Oh wow. Okay.
Which this segment's going too long, but go ahead.
It's fair. It's highly talked about.
It actually is. It's probably it's in the beginning. People
are still tuned in.
They check out.
Okay. My first one. So I'm scrolling the interwebs and I don't know, X, and I see this thing come up about LeBron James wearing this commemorative 23 patch to commemorate himself. And I'm thinking, okay, that's totally a joke. And then I keep coming across it over and over. And he is just getting absolutely harangued. But LeBron James is wearing his own commemorative patch in the NBA for the rest of the year.
That's an existential threat.
Yes. Come on. You don't think you gotta get off the LeBron? Come on.
No, I think it's
wearing his own patch.
I think it's obnoxious. I think it's ridiculous. I think
that's
disgusting.
What I'm saying. It's disgusting.
Every day he's out there, he takes one whatever away from his legacy, from his career, from everything.
You talk about he's kind of the Russell Wilson of basketball. He's ruining his legacy every single day, just like you said.
If Russell was, I can't even compare the two, to be honest.
Mark, what do you think? Come on.
Okay, great. It was perfect, Mark. Thanks so much. You back?
That was good.
Mark chiming in from London, England.
When you text that this or last week, I was just flabbergasted. Now it doesn't surprise me because it's LeBron James, but I just cannot believe we're promoting this.
I can't believe he would actually do something like that. Jordan would never have done that.
No, half the stuff kids do these days in the NBA, Jordan would never do.
LeBron needs to say bye-bye.
He
needs to be done.
He's actually stuck around about 5 years too long.
Yeah,
literally. He's going to throw his own retirement party.
Oh,
he'll retire his own jersey.
He's going to elect himself into the Hall of Fame.
He's lost it, man. He's completely lost it.
Thank you.
Do you have another one?
Well, go ahead. You can go.
Well, I mean, this is. First of all, okay. One of mine it's kind of a combo. I don't know what this is. This is going in the double standard book, perhaps.
Oh, which chapter? Because we're on chapter 75.
Seriously, we literally have to have like a weekend retreat and organize this shit.
This is going to be like the Harry Potter series where there's like 7 books to it. And book number 7 is like 2 parts. And
so what I don't understand why when the wife leaves something on the stairs to go upstairs, I'm the only human that lives in this house, which, by the way, there's only 2 humans. Okay. If the dogs could take it up, I'm sure they would. Why is it my job to take everything that is not mine? It is not of my, it's nothing that has to do with me. I'm supposed to bring it up. And this is back to the putting away. I didn't know that it's no matter what, I'm the only human in this house can put things away. Is this just me?
You're dead on. I've got to tread a little lightly because your wife doesn't listen to the podcast and mine does. But
I walk my shit, up the stairs to go upstairs nonstop. It could stay there for days. It could be there for days. It's not mine. It's not even mine.
I know there'll be random stuff on the. You're right. There'll just be random stuff on the stairs. Like it's almost like it says, Tim, you need to take this upstairs. Exactly. And then it's like, where do I put it when I take it upstairs? Do I just leave it at the top of the stairs?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no instruction manual.
It's in the category of gasoline. Yeah. It's just apparently not. No, they're incapable of actually filling up a car.
Oh, don't even get me started there.
I'm trying.
If we brought my wife on here and asked her when the last time she's put gas in her car, she'd never in a million years. She'd have to just throw out some date. October 7th, 2014.
It's remarkable. It is remarkable.
What's remarkable is they play this game of chicken where somehow they can get that thing where that light comes on. They can have that thing dialed into fumes.
Oh yeah.
I don't have the guts to do it.
A whole clip about it. Yeah. So that's
good. That actually ties right into my next existential threat. So you have daughters. Mark, you got a daughter, right? 2, 1? One. Is it just me? I come down especially if both daughters are home. I come downstairs from the morning, minding my own business. I walk in the kitchen, and every morning there's like 27 water glasses that are got 3 inches of water in them all over the counters. What does anybody else have this problem where they can't first, and then they can't use the same one because they don't know which one? There's water glasses everywhere. They have no idea which one they were drinking out of.
We have one of the daughters who comes, we're thankful she comes by, but we call it the Trails of Annabelle because she just leaves shit everywhere.
See?
It's unbelievable.
Did they used to leave when they were all living here? Did they have water glasses everywhere?
Oh God, everything's it's just Annabelle specifically. She could be here for 10 minutes, and she'd leave, and you'd see like 17 glasses out.
See?
You'd see all of her shit she left out.
There's never a clean glass in the cupboard because they've got them all. They've got them all half filled with water everywhere, all over the house too. The Boyle Theater, there's water glasses everywhere.
I don't want to get you in trouble. Well.
Go ahead.
I don't want to get you in trouble, but you did have a home alone situation for like 13 hours or 12 hours.
I did. It was glorious.
It was so
And there was
funny.
like 3 playoff games.
There was. Yeah. You were in heaven. So,
but back to Mark, do you have the same issue? Is there water? Is there glasses all over your house?
Well, we buy, and this is for those who are trying to conserve. We buy that fine water from that fine store that you guys have up there called Costco. So what kills me is, so we have the medium-sized waters. I start buying the smaller waters because I find those medium-sized waters with about this much drink from each
they got
one
a
of them.
Well,
you got. I have 20 of them around the gosh darn house.
See?
So I started buying the smaller ones because then they'll try to get through that small one, and you can drink 5 of them. I don't care. Just don't leave half a drink water bottle around the house.
So you're an environmental terrorist, basically. You got water bottles
polluting. I'm wasting water in Arizona, and I'm polluting the earth with water bottles.
Well, Arizona's water doesn't taste as good out of the faucet as it does here. Although our water tastes great, but Scott goes to like Olympia to go down and get fill up his water containers. He's got some special place that he drives an hour and a half to fill up his water. I don't understand the whole process.
Our water right out of the tap is fantastic. This is better. It's better. I do a lot of things that don't make sense.
Tim. Well, I'll grant you that.
I got one existential.
Oh,
okay,
really?
let's hear it.
Really?
Just recently.
You had some long time
So
on the
I
plane
just-
to prep.
Yeah, so I mentioned that we were in London the last 5 days. And we're at a decent hotel, the Hilton Paddington. It's right in Paddington Station, real convenient. It's probably a 3.5, 4-star hotel. The toilet paper that they put in hotel rooms these days is pathetic.
Terrible.
This must have been half ply. It could tear your ass apart with every single wipe.
One ply.
It isn't one ply. And I was plowing through it because I had to ask.
Did you have the shits?
No, normal days. But I had to ask for a roll of toilet paper every day. And it was just me and my wife in there. But it was half ply. It was the worst toilet paper ever.
Oh, hey, love.
Half ply. You got to use half the roll to actually get some toilet paper. Yeah,
exactly. So I did my thing. Didn't do any housekeeping. I said, I don't want any housekeeping. They were giving me a $10 drink coupon, so I thought that was worth it. That's why I wasn't doing the housekeeping. But I had to ask every day for a roll of toilet paper.
Well, let me ask you this on that $10 drink coupon. Is it really worth $10 when you can't get an ice cube and when you're in London? I mean,
no, it was worth a half a drink.
Yeah, exactly.
The drink was 20 pounds.
You may
10 pounds.
You got to kiss the ice goodbye once you land anywhere in on that big island, whatever they call it, Great Britain, UK.
They do not know what ice
England.
means there.
Yeah, there is no ice. Just kiss that goodbye.
I love. You need to get a little bit more than most people.
You know why you can't get ice? Because they've gone mad.
Oh God, it's absolutely disgusting. It's so bad. Anyway, that's a pretty good one. Do you have now? God, you're done?
Yeah.
Okay. My only existential threat, which we're going to cover later.
You already did one.
I said I had more than one.
Oh, well, you just said my only existential threat.
Oh, my last one, which we're going to talk about is field goals. Somebody needs to do some work and bring back field goals because they're dead.
That's because of something called the analytics. The analytics, my friend.
It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. Okay, I'm going to get you on this. We're going to get into the NFL, but I do have a tidbit stat for both of you, okay?
Ooh, I like it.
I have a tidbit. Okay. What do both Bob Kraft and Bill Belichick share other than 6 Super Bowls?
Masseuses.
No, just because they both like massages, yeah. Other than 6 Super Bowls. Neither one of them have won a playoff game since Brady left.
No.
Well, that's true, but that's not what you're looking for.
That's not what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Robert Kraft's wife, 50 years younger. Bill Belichick's girlfriend, 50 years younger.
No way.
Bam!
Are you
and we'll
kidding
be
me?
back with NFL. Yeah,
Wow.
that is a true story.
That was solid.
Thank you. Thank you very
Solid.
much.
If you weren't listening the last time these guys got together, you gotta be kidding me.
All right, we're back from Scott's Kitchen. And
Scott's Kitchen.
Aaron's Kitchen, really. This is kind of her office. There's been some unbelievable coaching turmoil in the National Football League. I mean, it's an all-time high. And I just saw this clip of one of the former coaches, and I just thought it was such a great story, and I'll kind of lead us in. So here's the great John Gruden telling a story.
And I had to get on the board a lot and draw plays.
Well, hold on. Let me go back.
When I was interviewing for the Raiders head coaching job, I was young, 31-something years old, right?
Yeah.
Al Davis.
Can't win.
And I had to get on the board a lot and draw plays. And I had seen Tom Landry, the old coach of the Cowboys, at a clinic.
Yeah.
And he would draw the offense in blue ink. Then he would draw the defense in red ink. Then he would get out a green pen and he would draw the blocking schemes, right? So it was a color-coordinated presentation, unlike this black. You can't tell who's what, right?
Yeah.
So I go interview with the Raiders, and Al Davis says, he called me Butch. Yeah. Hey, Butch, what's your favorite play on 3rd and goal from the 9? So I drew the bunch formation in blue ink.
Yeah.
I drew the defense in red. I pull out another crayon. He goes, what's wrong with the crayons? Yeah. I go, I'm just trying to give you a color-coded presentation. Yeah. He goes, don't you know I'm fucking colorblind? Because he was 90 years old at the time. Try to use some color coded thing, man.
Is that not a great
beautiful
story?
What the great thing about that is that's a great segue to the Raiders because they were the first one to fire Pete Carroll. I don't even know if the season was over yet.
I know. It's kind of sad, actually.
Is it?
No, it's sad that Pete Carroll, he's a Hall of Famer. He's one of 4 coaches that won a championship in college and won a Super Bowl. He's in rarefied air.
100% agree.
So it's sad that he went out like that.
It's like, hang it up, Pete. I know he's got the energy and stuff, but the game passes you by. That's why Joe Paterno was 84 years old, sitting up in the booth, drooling.
He was doing a couple other things.
He wasn't,
but yeah. No, I agree. That's what I'm saying. The sadness is that he took that job. The sadness is it's a shitty organization. It's a sadness the owner's haircut. It's a sadness that he went out like that. That's what I'm saying.
It's like, why did he want to do that? I mean,
I did hear he's going to actually do the 12
and
flag.
I'm fine with that. Great. I mean, everybody loves the guy as a person.
Yeah, I love him.
He's great. He's got all this energy and everything. But for God's sakes, go out to pasture.
Whoa, that is.
I don't want him to die. I mean, just go retire.
Go
spend your money and go retire and live your life.
Oh, spoken like a true guy who needs to do the same.
I'm not there yet. I'm not 75.
Yeah, I mean, but you need to go to pasture. We Project funds him.
Oh, I know. But
okay, so there are 9 openings right now in the National Football League. Las Vegas is one of them, the Raiders. Do you want to go to that situation?
I think you would. I think the right coach could really make a difference there.
Okay, let's go to the Arizona.
You got the number 1 pick in the draft.
There's a lot of chatter about them going after Curt Cignetti and then bringing the quarterback
Fernando Mendoza.
You know that's who they're taking, right?
I would.
Yeah,
I want.
That's kind of a no-brainer.
You guys hear the dog?
Yeah, the dogs are scratching. Yeah,
unbelievable. So I don't think Cignetti's going to take it.
What are they paying in there?
I don't even know. I don't even know what they're paying. Mark, you think they're going to pay him?
Yep. No, there's no way he's leaving. If he goes and wins a championship with Indiana next week, there's no way he's going to leave that situation. He is God at the University of Indiana.
He's signed like a 10-year deal.
I thought he just signed a deal. Yeah.
I'm looking it up, but I can imagine
$10 million a year, I think.
Now, the only thing that's better in the NFL than college is it's not a year-round job. College football is now a year-round job.
100%.
Recruiting your own players because of that damn portal, and then go recruiting new players to supplement.
You're exactly right.
You guys can complain while I let the dog out.
And good Scott can't defend himself because Scott loves the fact that you have to recruit your own players all year long. So that's a good point you just made. In college, you can't even keep your own players. So yeah, it would not be a fun job.
And go to the Raiders. Just think about it. There's not very many organizations in the NFL that are as bad as the Raiders have been for the last 40 years. I mean, when was the last time Stabler and
Kenny Stabler?
See, that's the 70s.
Kenny Stabler and what was the last time the Raiders were good?
With Minshew?
Very true. That's very true. No, they won a Super Bowl when Gruden was coaching there. Right?
Not the Raiders. He was Tampa Bay.
They won a Super Bowl, but it was Gruden's team. He had just left the Raiders, and
did?
Oh no, you're right. No, you're right.
John Madden, I think, was the last.
Well, no, Tom Flores won 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, then he came to the Seahawks.
He was terrible.
Cignetti's making $11.6 million annually reported.
But he's got a lot of bumps. Like he's going to get another fat check if he wins the national championship.
I'm telling you, he is God.
Okay, so your Arizona Cardinals. I'm moving on because we got 9 of them. We're not going to go over every one. Your Cardinals they finally fired Gannon, which I think they needed to do. Didn't they fire the GM or no?
No, the GM stayed.
Which is, I don't understand that.
GM puts the team together. It's a crappy team, and
The coach gets fired for it.
And the coach gets fired.
I just don't think he's a head coach, but
he's not. And that's what I hope the Cardinals go and get, an experienced head coach. Now, don't go get Arthur Smith, who didn't do crud in Atlanta. And, that's an experienced coach. Maybe Morris, who just got fired at Atlanta, might be the better coach. I'd love to see Gruden, but he's not on their list of 13 coaches that they're trying to interview, with Saleh from the 49ers being the one I think is at the top of the list. But then Kubiak's in that list from Seattle. LaFleur's in that list from the Rams. So I hope they take some of the coordinators, if they're going to go with a less experienced coach, take somebody from your own division to screw your own division, screw the Seahawks or screw the Rams or screw the Niners and take one of those coordinators.
Interesting thought.
John Gruden would be my top pick, but I don't think Gruden's
the other word on the street is Bidwell, your owner. He just doesn't pay people. He doesn't pay the staffs. He's not going to shell out all the staff money because he's cheap as shit.
And he's ranked. I mean, the culture there is reportedly bad.
That's like the worst culture.
Yeah, the facilities aren't great.
Facilities are bad. Weight room's bad. They are building a $100 million practice facility now in North Scottsdale. So that will help, but I don't think that's supposed to be ready for a few years. But they're always ranked at the bottom of the list for the player rankings that come out preseason every year. So he doesn't have a very good track record. He's better than his father, that's for sure. Michael is. But if you're not going to pay, you're not going to get anybody top. You're not going to get a Harbaugh at $20 million a year.
You're walking into an absolutely horrific quarterback situation.
You got a diminutive quarterback.
You got little teeny tiny.
You got Kyler Murray.
You got FFR.
He plays
2.0.
video games.
Trade him to the Jets. Trade him somewhere.
That'd be perfect for him.
I love how we have 9 openings and Glenn still has a job in the Jets. That's hysterical to me.
You can't blame him. Terrible organization. He got a train wreck of an organization handed to him. You got to give him at least 3 years there.
So the Giants, reportedly, as we're recording, did get John Harbaugh for $100 million for 5 years.
Let's back up just a little bit. The Ravens firing Harbaugh, was that not like a major shock to everybody?
It was. And then did you see the Bichetti, the owner, on that great press conference?
Oh yeah, he's like, we could get Tomlin, they could hire.
Well,
Harbaugh.
he said, did you know if we'd have won that game, would he still be the coach? And the owner said, for another week.
Yeah, I don't get it. I think Harbaugh. I don't think the problems that the Ravens have had is Harbaugh's fault at all.
Well, the GM kept his job.
How does that happen? I mean, wasn't Lamar hurt for a bunch of weeks this year?
Yeah,
and they missed the playoffs because their kicker missed a field goal.
Yes.
Hey, a U of A former U of A
there you go.
Player. University of Arizona missed that.
If people actually attempted field goals anymore, he might have got that one.
Seriously,
but literally lost his job because the kicker missed like a chip shot.
I don't. Should we go on the field goals? Because I'm beside myself with the field goals. But we've been bitching about it for years.
Yeah, everything's
okay. So then you have the Giants, you have Atlanta, you have Baltimore, you have Pittsburgh now, which is unbelievable. Mike Tomlin stepping down. Cleveland, Miami, and Titans.
Back up to Tomlin. Do you think he was forced out at all?
No.
Or do you think that was 100% on him?
I just listened to a bunch of Mike Garafolo, a bunch of people, Jason LaCanfora. They all kind of knew this before the season, that he had said this is kind of it for him. And a lot of the reporting out today is that he stepped down. He tried. I mean, again, think about it. He's been like swinging and missing with quarterbacks. I think he's done there. And then the other talk is that, again, his staff, they keep reducing staffs and they're not paying the staff. Pittsburgh. So I think he was just done with Pittsburgh, and he wants to be done. There was a report today saying he's done coaching. He's done coaching. He doesn't want to coach anymore.
He's going to be in the broadcast booth next year. That's almost guaranteed. The sad thing about it is Pittsburgh's it's kind of a feel-good story. Not that I've ever been a Pittsburgh fan. They've only had 3 coaches in their entire since 1969.
Yeah,
Chuck Noll, and then
Cowher.
Bill Cowher, and then
Unbelievable.
Tomlin. Tomlin was there 19 years, never had one losing season.
It's incredible.
It really
I take that here. Give me that type of coach here.
But they were all the Pittsburgh fans are happy he's gone. I mean, the hardcore ones. I called Rob Milliken, our big fan, Steeler fan, and he was fine with it. But they were tired of him because it's just like here, we would make the playoffs every year and we'd lose the first round.
I know. I can see why, because they haven't won a playoff game in 7 years.
It's the same. It felt very Pete Carroll.
Well, the other thing about it is they haven't had a losing season, but they've been on the precipice. So every year they're like right at that 500.
They don't have a quarterback.
They had Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers he's like 100 years old. He can barely move.
And that I was going to get to that very point. We've been talking about general managers who are in charge of personnel. Tomlin he's been teams that have not had the personnel to succeed.
And he's gotten there.
Wide receivers and quarterback, they have not produced or they've gotten rid of. So how is it Tomlin's fault?
I agree. What are you doing?
Scott's taken off again to go get the dogs.
This is why we can't record here. This is why it's a bad situation.
Well, Kurt Signetti, I just looking it up, he secured a $700K bonus that added to $1.875 million just because of the CFP and all the incentives built into his contract. He is still the fourth out of all top 10 and he's the 4th richest salary. It's Kirby
Well,
Smart,
it makes sense because they've only been good for a couple years.
Who are we talking about?
Signetti.
Oh yeah.
but
That's a spectacular job. That's the sports story. That probably could be the greatest sports comeback turnaround in the history of sports.
Well, it is the most losing football program in all of college football. A little trivia for you. They've lost more games than any other team in college football. That's how bad they've been.
So
and they should. It'll be a good game. I'm glad it's Miami versus Indiana in the CFP.
now let's talk for a second about John Harbaugh going to the New York Football Giants, and he's got Jackson Dart, which I just saw something on Twitter, which I believe 100%.
Of course, you believe
him,
everything.
and he is confirmed that he's dating some unbelievable.
Oh, I saw the gal. I
Did
saw
you see
some
that?
gal.
Yeah. Rare.
Yeah. All those quarterbacks are.
It's ridiculous. Now, Dart, though, he needs to worry about the Kepala. The Kepala is the head, the skull.
Is that the Yiddish word?
That is the Yiddish word because he is like a mini Tua Tagovailoa.
Jackson Dart?
He gets concussed every 5 minutes.
Concussion.
He's never not been concussed.
Well, he doesn't.
He was a baby 17 times.
Well, yeah,
he doesn't have it up here though. That's you got to be smarter about the way you make decisions on when you run, when you don't run.
Well, he's a rookie. When you're a rookie, you think you're invincible. And look at Scadaboo, for God's sakes. I mean, come on.
Why doesn't Dart wear the little bubble wrap head thing like Dobbs does on Green Bay and like a lot of the players do?
Does Tua wear that?
He should.
Why?
Tua
out of anybody, he should wear
and it's clear that he has brain problems.
Well, yeah,
because his play is it's sad. It's like Jesus.
And it's, by the way, finally, let's talk about my beloved Dolphins. Finally, they fire Mike McDaniel.
The funny thing there was they fired him thinking they have a chance at Harbaugh.
Yes. Because
they fired him 3 or 4 days later from Black Monday.
Oh, wait, several days after, wasn't it? A week after.
The big talk over here is, what if Kubiak, our offensive coordinator, who has the personality of this table, what if he goes and gets his head coaching job, maybe Arizona, who knows? Would you want McDaniel as your offensive coordinator?
I wouldn't mind him as an OC.
There you go.
I would take him as an OC. I just don't like him as a coach.
McDaniel
First
and
of all,
McDonald.
Here's my issue with him.
You don't like how he dresses.
He dresses like a 12-year-old homeless kid.
Oh, so does Bill Belichick.
I know, but Bill Belichick's gone, and Bill Belichick had like 6 Super Bowl
It doesn't
rings.
matter. It's like nobody has any respect. Everybody looks like they're going to the airport when they're coaching a game these days. Everybody's in a freaking sweatsuit.
Yeah, exactly. The airport. Don't even get me started.
I mean, they're pajamas.
But at least Belichick kind of earned the right to dress like a
he still looked like
guy.
Shit.
But McDaniel hasn't earned anything. You don't dress like that when you haven't earned anything.
If he won 3 Super Bowls and he wore you'd be fine with it?
No, I wouldn't. I still wouldn't like it.
Well, there you go.
I really don't like it. It's like win some games before you even think about putting that stuff on. He's wearing like, I don't know, capris. He's wearing like
very
capris.
hip in South Beach.
Except for it's not. That's the problem.
I don't know. I'm not going to.
He's got those porn glasses on.
I'm not going to take
That's
fashion.
a weirdo.
He went to Yale for crying in the night.
Half the people in the airport are dressed better than him, and they're in pajamas.
When the Finns were great, you loved him.
No, I don't think I did.
He did the Hard Knocks. It was great.
No, I don't even think I watched the Hard Knocks.
Oh, that's right. You don't watch sports
That's
anymore.
true.
That's my bad.
That's a good point.
Cleveland, God bless you. Miami is again, that's a tough gig because you don't have a quarterback.
Oh, speaking of Cleveland, we're talking about Pittsburgh has had 3 coaches and like since 1969, since you were like born.
Thank you.
Cleveland goes through one like every other year. They've had like 30 coaches.
And this guy Stefanski, he won Coach of the Year
twice
2 years ago.
Yeah, twice.
Did he win it twice?
So why don't you? Are you going after him, Mark, at Arizona?
I mean, people want him, but they don't think he'll be like Harbaugh. Won't even get a chance to interview the guy here.
He doesn't want to go to an organization with another shitty quarterback situation. He's really good at it.
Yeah.
Talking about 2 franchises with shitty quarterback situations.
Do you think that's on his resume? You think he's just like, shit show for quarterback? I've done that. Let's pay a guy $250 million who never plays. Let's bring in 4 rookies. Let's have 17 quarterbacks on my roster.
But speaking of that, he's like what's the
Shador?
No, not Shador. The guy that's supposed to be quarterback. The massage.
Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson. He's still like one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL. He hasn't played. What is going on with him? No, this is actually a serious question. Is he not available?
I don't think so.
No, he was hurt all year. He was hurt all year
hasn't played in years. How can he be hurt?
He's with Justin Tucker getting massages.
Well, then he shouldn't be hurt if you're getting all the massages.
I love the Justin Tucker. Did we already talk about this?
No.
What the fuck? That guy, you know what? You're the greatest kicker of all time. I don't give a shit. What? Oh my God, I've had it with that guy. He came out.
What happened to him?
He had 7,000 hand jobs in a massage room.
Well, it seemed to be working for him.
He had Deshaun Watson syndrome. Yeah, but my problem with him is he came out and was just constantly telling us how family talking, constantly thinking it's very religious and how this and that and blah, 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 blah. But he was all about family. He was like pristine, pure, and he went out of his way to do that. And then we find out he's got like 37 sexual, misconduct things to him.
That's all taken out of context.
So if it was one hand job, would it be all right?
I don't know.
I don't know. You'd have to ask like Robert Kraft.
Yeah, exactly. In his Rolls Royce. We covered this at the time. It's like, dude, buy an island. Just get your own island and do whatever you want to do. Okay,
that worked out well for Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we're going there.
Jesus, that was okay. It is time for a break. Thanks to you, producer Mark. When we come back, we got Seahawks to watch. I got to tell the story how I went to Tim's to go watch a game, and I had to be driven home.
Nurse Mindy actually had to drive him home.
Yeah.
We'll get into that.
I was officially
That's going to be the cliffhanger that we're leaving now.
Well, hello there. This is Squid Mondale, and you're listening to the Scott and Tim Sports Show.
All right, we gotta go. We're back, but we gotta back up for just a second. We have to take you back to me watching the Seahawks Niners game for the chance to be the number 1 seed. I go over to Tim's house. It's a big negotiation. There's a lot of inputs, a lot of variables. There's a big conversations. We had a lot of people
We had to
involved.
reschedule different things for the Boyle
And
Theater.
so we figure out, which was the winnest win of win-wins, that I go over to Tim's house to watch the game.
Yes.
Mindy comes over here and watches with the wife and the 2 daughters and our friend
And
Hillary.
the ladies.
Ladies
There's
here.
a whole story behind that too, because when we're all together, you can't watch the game because the ladies are talking about their next trip to like Europe, or they have like 2 drinks and they're talking about they're traveling the world all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And so Scott and I sometimes have to go in the other room.
We get kicked out.
Then we get in trouble for it.
Of course we do.
Yeah. We get in trouble for staying. You get in trouble for leaving.
So yeah, if you come over here, we usually get kicked out to the library. We call it the library, which is a little bonus room thing. If we go to his house, we either get kicked out to downstairs.
So we decided we just threw this offer out there, like, okay, how about the women go one place? Scott will come over to the Boyle Theater and we'll watch it like the way we get to complain.
Yeah, we pause it.
We pause it to go to the bathroom, get new beers.
We stop it when we want to see a graphic and we want to marinate over it.
We go back and see it hit the 10-second back.
Yeah.
We can do all the things we want to do. The problem is you were trying to hang with me on the beers.
Well, the problem is a couple things. First of all, my reviews after that I heard was high praise. They had a great time. They did not drink it all that night. Nobody drank.
They didn't, did they?
It's weird. Me, not so much. So I went over there and Tim had, his usual 342 kegs of Michelob Ultra, Coors Light. Shout out you, though. You did have bottles, which I was impressed with. You usually don't. And I don't know. We're drinking. We're jacked up. It's a big game.
Well, that's the thing is the game was huge.
It was a Saturday night.
Yep.
Long story short, I am hammered.
The Jews don't hold their alcohol.
I don't. No. And so I don't even know. A billion freaking Michelob Ultra later, Mindy comes home, stone sober. She gets in bed. We're still screwing around. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what we're doing. I don't remember.
I think we were drinking. That's all I remember.
It's time for Scotty to go home. And Mindy's like, can I take you home?
Mindy's like, you're not going home.
Yeah.
You're not driving.
And I knew I wasn't.
So you had to leave like the Barbie mobile. Did you?
No, I had the big Subi. I had the Subi. Long story short, the next morning, I walked to Tim's to get my car. The walk of shame.
How far is it?
Funny, walking's it's not very far to walk.
No.
Driving's like 5 times, no, more than that, like 10 times farther. Because you got to go.
You live in this.
But
you live in the same city?
We actually live almost in the same neighborhood. It borders my neighborhood, but you just can't get there with a car.
Anyway, it was quite something. And I was kind of hungover the next day.
You look like
I was
when you came to get your car. If he was a horse, they would have shot him.
And of course,
he would have been at the glue factory.
And you, Cockroach Boyle, I mean, nothing ever bothers you. Ever. You could drink 1,000 pounds of whiskey and be like, hey, what's up?
Oh, it's a blessing and a curse at the same time.
God, I don't understand.
That's experience.
So I'm a coug. What can I say?
They kicked the shit out of they really should have won that game 30-3.
That game, the score was not representative of how the game went. I don't know if Mark got to see it. It was 13-3, but the Seahawks just ran up and down the field. They just couldn't close on anything. Miss a bunch of missed field goals. They went for it on. Okay, they had 1st and goal from the 1-yard line.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, hand this off to Charbonnet, done deal. No, they roll out to pass.
Well,
they got Charbonnet. They got Charbonnet wide open, and the rollout was planned to go to him, and he for some reason doesn't throw it, and he takes this huge sack.
Yeah.
Like now we're like 1st and goal or 2nd and goal from like the 14.
Oscar Mayer misses the field goal.
Then we no.
Oh, he didn't that time?
Didn't we go for it? No, we went for it on 4th down on that.
Oh,
one.
Did we?
We went for it on 4th. We got it down to like, I don't know, 4th and 4 from the 4th
we didn't
and goal
score
from the
touchdown. I can tell you that.
We went for it on 4th down and didn't get it. Like your thing.
I heard
field goals.
Yeah, Pete Carroll called in that play like he did in the Super Bowl when you should have
He absolutely
Well,
did.
the
Marshall
only difference
Lynch.
is the guy was wide open. If they actually executed the play how it was designed, Charbonnet was wide open. He would have walked in.
And it's not like he had to look for him. The play was designed. Charbonnet came out of the backfield and kind of cut to the end zone. Small hands rolled out to the right, and it was an easy throw right to him. And no,
The curse of Darrell Bevel.
yep.
The Seahawks will never learn that you got a big back like Charbonnet, like you did with Marshawn Lynch. Run the damn ball.
Why do you have to bring that up?
Thank
Seriously.
you. It's a little too soon.
Yeah.
It's a little too soon for that.
Seriously. What are you doing?
Another couple of years has to go by.
So
Could be in the Super Bowl.
we
here in a
get
couple
by
of
that
weeks,
one.
guys.
Our defense is suffocating. It crushes them, and they roll down. And anyway, we got by that game. We actually dominated that game. Our time of possession was ridiculous.
Did you have to go back and watch it again? Because I'm not sure you could remember.
No, I can't remember anything.
Yeah, that's what I
This
thought.
is just for anything. Moving forward, the other playoff games that weekend. This is my note about the Jaguars. The Jaguars.
All the games were, for the most part, epic.
Yeah.
Except for the Pittsburgh one.
And then the Panther. The point is, if these absolute freaking morons would kick a field goal in the first half, Jaguars would have won.
Correct.
Panthers would have won.
Yeah. By the way, the Panthers, by not winning that game, which they had, I had $20 on a parlay.
I know.
For the
Gambler.
Panthers, I took the Panthers, the Bears, and San Francisco. $20 was going to pay me $637.
Oh,
And the Panthers screwed me.
They did.
I had
just
it.
kick a field goal.
Exactly.
We have bitched about this for years. I don't understand the analytics. They have 35 people like programming, modeling this out. Go ahead, Mark.
no, I was going to say the analytics, like Tim mentioned.
Yeah,
The
all about it,
analytics
he
are
said.
wrong.
all the
okay?
time. It's like,
These are-
don't they adjust for anything?
Hey,
Because
I deal with data all day long, and you know what? When you put shitty data in, you get shitty data out.
garbage in, garbage out.
The guy that talks about ratings all the time doesn't want to promote analytics.
Oh, that's a great point.
Analytics are great.
That's a great point.
When you put the human brain with the analytics, it actually is the best outcome.
No, I think the human brain is screwing up the analytics because there's biases when you're putting in data.
Well, that's the whole point of data is it's objective and there isn't biases. But I think it's these guys are just trained and they look at the odds and it's about the time when they do it. It's about the first quarter. It's about first half.
Here's my issue with it. If it's analytics and all these coaches keep losing games because they're not taking the field goal, doesn't that change the analytics? That's my problem.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm embarrassed to tell you how much time I actually worked on this. I'm trying to find some data to show how many games NFL coaches have lost by not kicking a field goal in the first half. And I can't, this one guy, Ben something, I texted you, but he doesn't have it. He has fourth down percentages and all this other shit.
Is this like the rabbit hole you went down with how tall Brady was?
It's very similar. Very similar.
Okay.
Yeah. 6'5",
but looks 6'7".
in photography, he's
6'8".
Yeah, he's 6'8". Burkhardt is definitely on a padded bench or a little padded stool when they do the studio thing.
I honestly think he might be because he's like 7 inches shorter than him.
Burkhardt's 6'1" or something. Anyway, the field goals drive me nuts.
So what's the question you're trying to figure out? How many
games have been lost by not taking the field goals?
In the first half. All I was trying to identify is the first half because if there's other game situations in the second half, there's all kinds of stuff. But the stupid freaking morons, they go for their first quarter, first drive, and they go for it. No, kick the field goal because if you don't get it, there's a huge momentum shift that goes to the opposite side, opposite team. And it's just not only are you down 3 points, which again the Jaguars needed, the Panthers needed.
Well, that's the whole point. Is like when the Panthers don't take that field goal, it's like you're going to be begging that you had those 3 points back. You were going to be begging that you kicked that field goal.
We've been doing high school football for 14 years. We've said this since day one. You don't want to be chasing points in the third and fourth quarters, specifically the fourth quarter. You don't want to chase the points.
Never.
And that's what they're always doing is chasing the goddamn points.
Well, not
But
only
are
it
they-
changes. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Are they thinking, and here's what you hear in the commentators all the time, it's the first half, it's the first quarter, we can make this up. Let's take the chance early because we can make it up late. Now,
Well, I think
doesn't
that's what
always
the
work.
analytics
Yeah,
tell them.
it's Greg Olson syndrome. He doesn't think you should ever go for a field goal. You should always go for it on fourth down.
He's an idiot. That's how coaches lose these games.
Yeah, he's passionate about that.
Think about how many of these games come down to 3 points.
Oh my God.
All of them almost.
All of them. Okay, well, we can't really do anything about that. Now, the funny thing is the Seahawks actually buck that trend for the most part, but they do go for it on certain situations. But anyway, let's talk about the 4 games. I mean, we had 3 of the 4 games on the wild card weekend were spectacular games. Came down to the last second. They were incredible.
And by the way, Green Bay completely shit the bed. You sent me a text. I could find it, and it basically said your text was Caleb Williams sucks. They've lost. I'm out.
I did.
And you stopped watching
It
or
was like
something.
7:31 Pacific Standard Time. Yeah.
And the Green Bay was killing them.
I wasn't wrong
Well,
at the time.
you said the game was over. This game's over.
They were down 18 or something
Yeah.
or 20 or whatever.
And then you went to vacuum or something.
I had to. I got 3 dogs. And then Caleb Williams has the most insane fourth down throw. That throw is incredible.
They're talking about nonstop. Everybody's talking about nobody else in the NFL can make that throw.
Oh, bull.
I mean, there's that. I can't tell you how many times I've heard that. But you got Josh Allen, you got Gardner Minshew II. Brady could come back and make that throw.
Okay, let's go over the wow, we are cooking right now.
We got to take another. I think it's beer 30 here.
Okay, we got to take a break. But I want to go through. We have 4 games left. We're going to do the Saturday first one, then our game. We're going to go through these because I've got thoughts, and I know you do too.
I won't be able to watch them, but I got thoughts.
That is so true. I don't even know what to say. We'll be back.
Guten Tag und Grüß Gott from Bavaria. This is Randy from Neunkirchen, Germany, and you're listening to the Scott and Tim Sports Show.
We got Michigas over here. I got the freaking dogs want to go in. They want to go out. They want to go in. They want to go out.
They're a little neurotic here.
You think?
Just saying.
Well, I got one that's deaf, can't hear a goddamn thing. And she's 14 or she's 12. The other one's 14 or 15 and 13. I don't know. It's a geriatric. It's like assisted living with a toddler inside of it with the golden.
It's exactly what it is.
Anyway.
I named my last dog Stay. Come, stay. Come, stay. Did you ever hear that joke by Stephen Wright?
No, you didn't. That's a funny joke, though. I know your dogs. Anyway, we're down to the divisional games. We got 4 games. We're getting to the end. So
let's go through them one by one.
Saturday, the one you're gonna miss. Bills at Broncos, 1:30 Pacific time.
I'll
Who do you
catch
got?
some of that. I'm going to take Denver.
Who are you gonna catch? What are you gonna catch? You got to get to the airport.
Well, I'm not leaving till like 2 something.
Bullshit. You're full of beans.
And I'm leaving out of Everett, so I don't have to leave 6 hours early to get to the
Nice.
airport.
Took the wife and daughter to Everett the other day. Okay. Who do you like on that one?
Do they drive you to the airport every time
Never.
you go? Oh, okay. Just checking.
That's in the book.
That's in the double standard book. That's a big chapter.
Who do you like, Tim?
I just told you I like Denver.
Why?
What's the weather going to be? Because they're at home. They're
okay, but
number 1 seed overall. I mean,
would this have any effect over you? I got another tidbit. The Broncos quarterback, which we love.
yes,
Bo
I know where
Nix.
you're going with this.
He is 1-8 versus winning teams that score 17 or more, and the Bills have had
He's not
17.
1.
He's 1-8.
Denver's 1-8.
Bo
against-
Nix is 1-8.
Denver's 1-8 against teams that have.
Yeah, Bo Nix hasn't been in the league that long.
What do you mean? He's been 2 years. He started 2 years. He played 18 games, 17 games.
You can say Bo Nix, but it's Denver that's got.
Well, let me finish. The Bills have scored 17 points or more in 14 of their last 17 games.
The Bills have been very spotty this year, though. Didn't they go through a streak where they were like? Didn't they go through like a big losing streak this year?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I mean,
they have no dominant wide receiver, good running back, great quarterback.
Doesn't matter. They got
Defense
Josh
is
freaking Allen.
They do have Josh Allen.
Number one quarterback right now, but their defense hasn't been playing really well. Weather's going to be good, 41, 32, sunny. So weather's not going to be a factor.
And the weather really wouldn't be a benefit. The weather be toss up either way because Buffalo plays in cold weather as well. So
Denver's favored 1.5.
I'm taking Denver.
All right. I'm taking the Bills.
Okay.
I'm taking the Bills. I just Bo Nix versus Josh Allen. You know, if you're going to pick one quarterback in the playoffs right now, it's Matthew Stafford or Josh Allen.
Well, I mean, I agree with that, but you look at the teams. Denver's 14-3 this year, and they're the number one overall seed. So, you know, that's why I don't know. I just like Denver in it.
It's a toss-up. And for the
it is
Broncos, it's hard because the Broncos have sucked for years. Those fans are great. The Bills guys have sucked for years. You know, it's a win-win. Niners, Seattle. Niners at Seattle, 5 p.m. Pacific. You're gonna get your boy. You're gonna get Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Weatherman Brady.
What do you mean? Tom's getting all kinds of praise this week, all over the interweb.
Great. I'm sorry. Could you explain how wind works, Tom? I understand when I throw something in the wind.
What are you talking about? He gave you an Isaac Newton rundown of throwing the football in the wind.
Is it Bill Nye? I mean, my God, everybody's lathering this guy up because he told you a ball throwing in the wind how it works. Jesus Christ.
It was solid gold.
He's terrible.
And then he says, you snap it.
He's terrible.
Tony Romo wouldn't do that. What would
Tony Romo would go, "Oh, this is a big down, Jim. This could be for the game." And then Tony Romo says, with the Bills and the Jaguars, he's like, "I could see both these teams winning the Super Bowl." Blah blah blah.
Well,
what are you talking about?
I was waiting for Howard Cosell earlier to say, "Have you watched these teams ever?"
Yeah, exactly.
Who are you taking the points wise? -7.
The Seahawks are favored by 7, which is so many points in a divisional playoff game. That's huge.
I would take San Francisco, and I think the Seahawks are going to win. I'd probably take San Fran and the points.
That's a lot of people.
I think it's going to be 3 or 4 points either way.
Fred Warner's not playing.
Don't be so quick to speculate. They were talking today that he's going to play.
No, I just saw 75 the official report that he's out.
He's out.
He's out for Saturday.
Okay.
I mean,
Kittle's out.
Kittle's out.
Kittle's out for a year.
Yeah, he's out.
Blown Achilles, he's gone.
Yeah. Oh, another person blown Achilles. Okay.
Everybody's blown their Achilles. Yeah. Everyone gets an Achilles. Their offensive lineman, Trent, what's his name?
He's playing.
Williams.
Trent Williams.
Yeah, he's playing. I don't know. We should win. We should win. We blew them out. We controlled every aspect of the game. We're a better team. We should win this game.
Well, it's real. So the real easy thing to say is, well, if you don't turn the ball over, everybody says that you can go deeper on that. You can say if neither team turns the ball over, the Seahawks win this. If both teams control the football, Seahawks win.
I think Seahawks got a way better offense.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is if
running game, wide receiver,
the defense. I mean, the last game they dominated this. If you looked at the stat line, it was dominant.
Ridiculous.
It should have been like 35-3.
It's the same thing. If we run the ball decently, we ran the shit out of the ball last time. And our defense plays what they've been doing.
Darnold did add 0 turnovers.
Yeah, which I said he had the greatest game of his career.
That's why I'm saying if the Seahawks don't have to win the turnover battle.
But here's the funniest thing. They should win this game. Okay? Then let's say we're going to go to this game, I guess. Let's say the Bears, for example, let's say the Bears pull it off and the Bears win.
Okay.
Okay. Let's say it's the Seattle Bears. What's the line going to be for that against Caleb Williams?
Well, let's back it up. Are you even worried that If it's the Seahawks against the Bears, are you even nervous about that?
Not
game?
as much.
Not even
No.
close to as
Not
much.
barely. No.
I think Seahawks are favored by 7 or 8 at least. I think Seahawks are favored over the Rams if they're playing by like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
But they'd be favored over the Bears by like 7.
Which brings me
Darnold hurt his oblique.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is like, I don't understand. They're gone. They've been off for 2 weeks, and all of a sudden,
Cross
has like a
hurt?
bad knee, and he's got Small Hands has an oblique.
Yeah, the whole thing about being off for 2 weeks is you're supposed to get everybody healthy.
But this brings up a fantastic on Jason Puckett's show with Mitch Levy, the old radio guy, Mitch Levy, Mitch in the Morning. He's on Thursday. It's called the KJ Arns because that was the radio show, and he was funny as shit today with this because he's, of course, scared, but he thinks we should win. And this is what he said.
If Dan Wilson doesn't pull George Kirby after 4 innings.
You're back to Dan Wilson and Kirby.
And what's the dude's name that hit the home run that used to play for the Astros? What's the guy's
George Springer.
And George Springer doesn't hit that home run. We are literally in Seattle, fucking Washington, talking about back-to-back potentially World Series and Super Bowl within like a couple of months of one another. Well, I mean, we all should retire. We should all just quit. If something like that happened, I always, the name Al McGuire, the name Al McGuire.
Well, nobody knows Al McGuire, so that's all I'm going to say. But isn't that's so true?
He's spot on.
That is so true.
100%.
It's like we should beat the Niners, okay? And then if it's the Bears, we should beat the Bears.
I'm not nervous about the Bears.
We're in the Super Bowl. We were in the divisional for the Mariners. We had a chance. We were 2 games to go for the World Series. And
2 games. We're 8 outs away from the World Series.
Yes, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable here. Mark, this just never happens. It has happened to you in Arizona.
It happens in Arizona all the time. We haven't won a championship since 2001.
Oh.
We haven't been in the Super Bowl.
Cry me a river.
You should have won the Super Bowl against Pittsburgh, though. I still say you got screwed in that game.
Yeah.
You can cry, and you have had a dry spell, a rough patch. Yes, you have, and you deserve better. But we have been suffering here for 50 years.
Okay, when did you win the last Super Bowl?
Super
Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay, you won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You won a Super Bowl.
Never.
No, they've never
won a Super Bowl.
They went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Well, you got to sell the team.
So let's go back. Let's go to the Chicago. Let's go to the Chicago Rams game.
Okay, and then we'll go back Texas Patriots.
Has monstrous implications on the Seahawks. Nobody's afraid to play the Bears. Everybody's afraid to play the Rams.
Yes.
And the thing here's why the Bears could win this game. Because I wrote this down here. Let me go to my notes here. Stafford's last 10 games in rain or snow, he's 1-9.
Mm-hmm.
1-9, folks, with 16 TDs and 11 interceptions. Did I mention that it's going to be like -11 with the wind chill factor and possible snow?
It's going to be a tit nip.
It's gonna favor the Bears massively.
It's going to be so cold.
Even though Stafford played majority of his career in a dome, SoFi is kind of a dome, but they have no weather in SoFi.
It's a dome.
But in Detroit, he had a dome.
Yeah.
So he's at Georgia. I don't think he played in weather much at Georgia when he was quarterback at Georgia. But I would take him over Caleb Williams any day.
But you're not taking him over. You're taking the Bears or the. You got to look at it as the teams almost, because that weather. You don't think that weather's going to be a factor?
Yeah, it evens it out.
Yeah. I think the Bears have the advantage with the weather. Now, I think the Rams are a much better team, so they might be able to overcome that weather. But that weather is a huge advantage for the Bears.
Rams are favored.
The Rams to go to the Super Bowl. Go ahead, Scott.
Rams are favored by 3.5 as we record this. That hook's actually pretty big. Rams are a better team. I don't think
by far. But look what happened to the Rams just lost to Carolina, then almost lost to them again.
They should have lost.
They should have lost
to a shitty Panthers team.
Yeah.
So this is the thing about the Rams. They have figured out weird ass ways to blow games. They really have.
Yeah,
they had the Eagles. They had against us on the second time. They had the Panthers that they almost blew that one.
The Panthers should have beat them twice.
As we like to say, they're fragile.
100%. Which leads you into my next thing. I'm going to give you some teams here. What do Pittsburgh,
here we go,
Carolina, Texans, Jacksonville, LA, and San Francisco all have in common?
They've lost a lot of games.
They can't play in weather.
They're all in the playoffs, and all of them have lost to the Seahawks this year.
Yes.
That's 6 teams in the playoffs. Thank you. That's one show you get a bunch of points when you make.
Yeah.
That's.
Did you hear about the subject going back to dome stadiums and non-dome stadiums? How everybody is going to a dome stadium these days?
Yes.
Two outliers. There's two.
Buffalo,
the Washington football team.
Nope. Story.
Oh, sorry. That was my laughing track.
Vince Lombardi.
The Packers.
The Packers.
Yes.
Well, is Soldier Field? Are they playing on a new stadium right now?
They're trying. They're going to go to Indiana.
What?
That was one of the
all teams are wanting to go to this dome stadium, but Green Bay will never do it, and Buffalo is building that new one, comes online next year.
I think the Buffalo one the stands are going to be covered, so they won't have like 7 feet of snow in the stand. Have you seen how they've had to try to get people out of that stadium?
I saw the new rendition. They had the renderings of the Commanders, the new where it's going to go on where JFK was.
Yeah,
it looks beautiful. Speaking of Cleveland, my home office, they sent pictures today of cars literally buried in snow.
Cleveland?
In Cleveland, they've gotten so much snow buried. Okay.
Aurora.
Texas Patriots. The Texans, Patriots, noon on Sunday. Where are you going to be? Oh, yeah, that's right. You're going to miss that one.
I'm going to be actually on the golf course. So I can't complain too much on that one.
I am going to text the shit out of you.
I'm in the SHOT Show golf tournament on that one. So it's not. But I think I'd rather be watching the playoffs.
Of course you would.
I mean,
this is it. This is like a biblical religious time. This is sacred.
And the games have been so good.
Oh, my God.
CJ Stroud has another game like he did last week. They lose.
And they ended up, how do they win? Did he have 5 turnovers in that? I think he had 5 turnovers.
Jimmy Trainer, the Sports Illustrated media guy, he goes, I started thinking he was like, I thought it was like a gambling scandal. I'm like, is he throwing this thing? What is going on? He literally couldn't handle a ball.
The problem is Pittsburgh couldn't pee a drop.
No, I know.
They could do nothing.
I am rooting for the Texans. I want the Texans to beat the shit out of the Patriots because the Patriots haven't beat anybody, blah, blah, blah. Everyone thinks of the bee's knees, and I'm tired of them. What I don't need in my life is the Patriots to be good again. Sorry.
I don't disagree. I'm a little worried about the Texans' offense after watching them.
Yes.
Because the defense kind of scored.
Oh, their
all those
defense.
points.
I had that up. Their defense is sick, brah. I mean,
it's the best.
Is unbelievable
league right now. Best
as far as yards per game, they lead the league. They are. Where are you? Yeah. Well, actually, is this just through the regular season?
You got to go the other way.
Do I?
You got them.
Oh, I got passing. Yeah, I got passing. So yeah,
going back
yard total yards. Yeah, 272 yards per game. They lead the league.
Well, Seahawks lead the league in points allowed.
Yes.
Yeah, points allowed, and they have the best scoring differential too.
So
Yes, C.J. Stroud had 5 fumbles.
That's what I thought. 5
He's like
turnovers.
small hand Stroud.
And they won. How do you win a game with 5 turnovers?
He lost 2 of them, and then he had an interception. So he had 3 turnovers just himself.
3 turnovers with 5 fumbles total.
I'm rooting hard for the Texans. Go Texans.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
All right. Well, that's the 4 games. Let's take a break. I do have some other things. We got to get into college a little bit because we got a big national championship game. Again, the semifinals, other than one game, were spectacular viewing. High drama, high entertainment. We'll deal with that, and I'll take the dogs out for the 17th time a week.
Hello, this is Timothy B. Boyle, and you're listening to the Scott and Tim Sports Show, and I apologize.
All right, welcome back here to the kitchen in the zoo of animals. You had some real tidbits, some real steady stats you wanted to put out there.
Unfortunate is that the Seahawks picked this year to be so good because the NFC West is the best division in the history of NFL football. It's the first time there's ever been 3 12-win teams in a division. And you got a 14-win team and 2 12-win teams. The NFC West, to tell you how good they are.
How good are they, Tim?
Against all the rest of the NFL, the NFC West, or the 3 teams that are in it, 49ers, the Rams, and the Seahawks, they're 40-7 against the rest of the NFL.
That's unbelievable.
All their losses are almost to each other.
And you know what that brings up in me? I listen to a lot of national stuff, and you see on ESPN and the yelling shows in the morning and whatever. No one gives a shit and understands how good this NFC West is. Nobody understands how good the Seahawks are.
They've got an .850 winning percentage against the rest of the NFL.
It's unbelievable.
It's crazy. There's never been anything like this.
And I'm telling you, nobody on the East Coast knows. They don't even understand how good we are. They understandably, everyone talks about, the Texans defense, and they are. They're really good.
The Seahawks are better.
Exactly.
The Seahawks have the number 1 defense they have, and the number 1 DVOA is the new thing.
What does that stand for?
I looked it up, and it's like
dinner
defense versus
video.
I don't know. It's some stat that they collect all the stats.
Vertical.
And it's basic. It's like defense versus something. But the Seahawks are number 1. Rams are number 1 on DVOA offense, and 49ers are number 2 on DVOA.
See, there you go.
So it's like you've got like literally the best division in the history of football.
That's why they should win the Super Bowl, whoever it is.
Yeah, and you got, by the way, there's only 4 teams left in the NFC. 3 of them are from the NFC West. So there you have it.
Defense adjusted value over average.
Thank you so much.
There you go. The Seahawks are number 1. That's kind of like the whole, you take everything into consideration. And so.
Is there any other stats? Because I just had a couple.
And by the way, then they're number 1 in scoring defense, and they're number 1 in point differential as well. So
they're good. They're a good, solid team. The wild card, ESPN had this Saturday game, which they normally have. They had 2 games actually. So they had the day game, and then we got Joe Buck and Troy Aikman on the late game. But Chris Fowler, Dan Orlovsky, Louis Riddick, that 3-man booth, say goodbye. That needs to go.
They're better than Romo, though.
Yeah, but they need to go. And I love Chris Fowler. I'm a Chris Fowler fan. But there's just something about, he doesn't have that big game voice. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't.
Dan Orlovsky's not.
Yeah, he's not right. He's good in studio. He's the nerd analytics studio. Yeah. He's the one. But so many X's and O's. It's just that 3-man. They got to figure that out because ESPN they're getting a Super Bowl. They get a Super Bowl in 2 years.
Oh, well, wouldn't it be
it'll
ABC?
It'll be Aikman and Joe, but they're going to get more and more playoff games. They got to figure that out. And just
an interesting stat in the NFC West is that the Cardinals have more losses than combined the 3 other teams above them.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Seahawks, Rams, and Niners have 13 total losses this year. The Cardinals have 14.
Oh, not good.
Sorry, they got a new sound pad. The other big news, I just want to let everybody know that Al Michaels, he's signed on for another year for Prime.
No!
Yes, he has. He's the year to year. It's Herb Street's last year on both his ESPN and his Prime Video contract.
Al Michaels, talk about another guy that needs to go walk off into the sunset.
Hold on a second. The Bears Green Bay game, he was fantastic.
Okay, so let's keep him on for another 7 years
because
until he's 95.
He meets the moment. I don't know what it is.
He hasn't been though. Like
he was great. He was great.
That game was pretty spectacular.
That game was incredible.
Roma might have been able to.
And it was the largest Prime Video rating, 31.6 million average.
That's the largest. Their largest.
Their large Prime Video is largest, which makes sense. And just so everybody knows, because I know everyone's really dialed in, this weekend games, no matter what, will be in the 40-45 range.
They already know that.
Well, it's just every year it should be into 50. They could hit 50.
Well, that's the whole thing with that's the whole fly in the ointment, and the ratings seem to get better for every sport every year, no matter what.
Well,
no matter how shitty college football.
Well, that's
is.
not true because thank you for bringing college football. The Ole Miss Miami game was terrible, 15.8. It was a terrible, terrible rating for a semifinal game.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah,
Terrible
most of the people in Mississippi don't own a TV. That's why. So.
Wow. Mark Highland. Hold on. Yeah. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Highland up.
I'll be in Everett, Washington this weekend. Come join me 7 p.m. at the
Giggles
Grill.
Giggles.
I used to work at Giggles.
Did you work at Giggles?
Yeah, I worked in the kitchen.
No way.
True story.
Were you like the French fry manager?
I did salads.
Salads, nice.
I did a bunch of stuff. Anyway, the thing is, the NFL's crazy, and Nielsen ratings, which you're now a part of.
Thank you.
Have you gotten your $5?
6 total.
Oh my God.
One at the beginning. They prepay you $1 up front.
What they're doing now, Tim, is what we call full panel. It's called big data. Okay. And so what the difference is, all the ratings are going to be up a little bit, Tim, because they're doing out of home. Okay. So bars, restaurants, airports, where you're in every day, they're actually collecting that data. So it's going to be over the normal.
So were they not collecting that data?
No,
before?
so it's been underreported for years and years.
I've always thought the Super Bowl was way underreported.
It might hit like 120, 125.
Because Super Bowl, think about it, everybody's having a party, and you got like 10, 15 people at your house. Well, that means there's all these empty homes that aren't. They're still watching it, but all these other empty homes.
By the way, I just want to take this opportunity. There has been chatter in this home about hosting a Super Bowl party.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll invite me. I'll get invited and then uninvited.
But
question is, are we going to be banned to that room back there? Well, I do want to actually watch the Super
what if
Bowl.
It's the Seahawks?
Then that's going to be, we're going to have some decisions to make.
Okay. From a rating standpoint, because I think everyone's riveted by my ratings.
They are. They just can't.
So,
wait.
Of course, Rich Bardu, shout out you and Tim on this. You just you couldn't run fast enough to text me that the 15.8 million was the worst rating for a college playoff football game like ever. You just couldn't wait.
Yep. That's too many games.
And then I had to slap back.
Oh boy, I can't even remember what it was.
The Rose Bowl, by the way, Indiana, Alabama, was one of the highest college football games ever. National champions, 29.8 million people.
But that doesn't forgive the Miami game.
Okay,
where there's
then. Do you remember the text I sent you about the great Pop-Tart Bowl?
Oh yeah, that got good ratings.
8 million people. 8.1 million. What's
for
the freaking
Pop-Tart?
I couldn't tell you who was in the Pop-Tart Bowl.
Didn't the Pop-Tart guy fall off the toaster or something?
That the mayonnaise,
break his neck
Duke
or something?
His whole family got covered in mayonnaise. The Duke, the mayonnaise.
It was hilarious when the BYU coach was loving the Pop-Tarts after the game, wasn't he?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How can you not like Pop-Tarts?
Ole Miss, 15-8, 23.9, which is bonkers. And then the one just out, the Oregon-Indiana game last Friday, which was a stinker of a game. It was over. Talking about fumbleitis.
It was over instantly.
That got 18 million, which is actually really respectable. So
Sweet.
that's your ratings. Indiana or Miami Monday night? Who do you got?
Well, I got to take. Well, I think Indiana's going to win, but I do have a bet on that game.
Yes, you do.
And it's going to pay handsomely.
That's big dollars.
I put that on I actually said that I thought Miami was going to win the whole thing before the playoffs started. But then I put some money.
You put money on Miami.
I put money on Miami
That's his
to
dark
win the
horse.
whole thing.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
What's a payout?
It was a lot, like $20 paid out, is going to pay out like 164 or something.
Ooh. Hey now.
So
that's big dollars. College basketball. Okay.
Wait, well, one more thing.
Oh, okay.
We didn't do NIL and the Huskies. Huskies about
the QB,
the transfer portal and Huskies signing their quarterback, and like
Damon Williams.
5 minutes later, he's announcing at a funeral that one of the beloved Husky soccer players that died. He's announcing that he's going somewhere else because apparently it wasn't 4-point-something million wasn't enough, and he needed 5 minutes to think about it.
Despicable, absolutely, just a tragedy.
That's your NIL and your transfer portal that you keep defending. It's
the
horrible.
Huskies are ranked 58th in the portal this season right now. The Sun Devils 13th.
See, there you go,
But
dilly.
Speaking of the Sun Devils, didn't they lose? They're losing
Sammy
their
Levitt.
quarterback, and he was bouncing. He was going to go to Kentucky, and now is he going to LSU?
He was hanging with Lane Kiffin at LSU.
Now he's at going to LSU,
and then Oregon just re-signs their guy, but the Wisconsin guy or somebody comes over. No, the Nebraska guy, the mini Mahomes guy. He goes to Oregon, but now the guy's coming back for $7 million or something.
7.5 million.
Which I don't know. That was reported by a Jets.
Crazy money.
That's stupid money.
For a college kid making 7.5. How are we not trying to fix this system?
Well, I have a story about that.
Okay.
Do you want to that whole UW thing was nuts. Absolutely
stupid.
Nuts.
Embarrassing for him and the university.
God,
horrible.
Well, at least the university fought back. Somebody finally fought back.
Yeah, which it came down to LSU didn't want to pay the $4.5 million.
Which goes to my original plan when they stole Cam Ward.
They were listening to the pod, just like you say.
They stole Cam Ward, and my thought was if you're going to steal Cam Ward and pay him $3 million, you should have to pay the school $3 million.
Yeah,
and that's the Tim Boyle plan. They should have had to do that with Johnny Football Mateer too.
God, poor Mateer. He sucked ass, by the way.
And he's coming back.
Is he coming back?
He's coming back to. Yep.
Okay.
Well, it's probably would make way more going back to Oklahoma.
So I don't know if
he's not going to be a pro quarterback. I mean, these were the smart decisions, like Simpson coming back, him coming back, Dante Moore coming back. They're making
coming back to make huge money.
The SEC is no longer what they used to be. What were they, 1-7 in the playoffs?
Yeah, they got smoked.
In the bowls in the playoffs, they got smoked.
And then the commissioner says that they really should have had 2 more teams in the college football playoff. How about win a game and then say something like that?
They're off their pedestal. They were their best. Now they just pound sand. And nothing makes me happier to see Debacle, Baylor, DeBoer get his ass kicked. God, that was great.
Well, they did win a game.
Barely.
Well, they still won.
Okay, could this be foreshadowing, to just wrap this baby up? College basketball, Division I college basketball actually has a couple rules that they have put out yesterday.
No.
Yes. Did you not hear about this?
I did not.
Yes.
Let's
Are you
hear it.
serious?
Well, remember, I don't watch sports anymore.
That is true. So they have a rule, and a Division I has executed. They have a new 15-day transfer window. Here's the kicker, kids. After the last day, the day after the national championship, both men's and women's.
Oh, that's a bright idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so why can the basketball side of it do it and not the football
Well,
side?
it's just yesterday.
Yeah, so
Just happened yesterday. So after the national championship, instead of a 30-day window that began after the second round of the tournament, there's also new rules for coaching changes. If a school changes head coaches, the players on the team have a separate 15-day transfer window that works. It opens up 5 days after a new head coach is hired or publicly announced, blah, blah, blah. It's more reasonable.
Well, as long as the coach can't transfer during the middle of the NCAA tournament, and then all of a sudden the players can transfer, then it kind of null and voids that whole rule.
So the coaches and teams no longer have to deal with portal chaos during March Madness. Wow. Shocker.
And I wonder if anybody will ever think of that for football.
And I looked up, I asked also, I'm like, so who came up with this rule and who's actually going to enforce this rule? So there's an NCAA actual official. They're going to, and it works down with the conferences and then the schools and the ADs and everything, but they're going to try and hammer this rule out. So there you go. Could that be the start of something? Let's hope so.
I like it. Thanks for bringing something to the table.
Well, you're welcome. Finally, Jesus.
But it contradicts your theory that the NCAA has no power and can't do anything. Well, I like that. I like that.
Okay, I like that. But also, what I've been saying forever is, NCAA runs basketballs. 80% of the revenue is that March Madness, both women's and men's tournaments. So they have way more control. They have way more teeth into that. The football, who knows?
It shouldn't be any different.
The conferences are owning football. I mean, the SEC, the Big Ten are owning the power conferences.
And everything we've talked about, I don't think you had this on your list, but everything looking like 16 for the playoffs. And I heard the Big Ten wants 24.
I heard that too. And the SEC might compromise to go to 16 as long as they vote for 24 later. Let's just
16.
let everybody in.
I love 16. It's fantastic.
But then it's going to go to 24, and then there's going to be people that are pissed because number 25 didn't get in.
I think it's the demise of the bowl games. The bowl games are.
But see, this is the whole point, Mark. Everyone says the bowl games should go to the beginning of the year, but there should be preseason bowl games. Sure, that makes logical sense.
I didn't say that. Some other idiot said that.
But okay, so get rid of the bowl games when they're driving 8 million people viewers.
That's the Pop-Tart Bowl. That's one bowl.
All of them. They average from 700 to 2 million average viewers. I'm sorry.
Okay, so what I agree with was the point you were trying to make is let's push all decision making on coaching changes, NIL or transfer portal changes till the day after the national championship. So next week on January 21st, all those decisions get to be made like the NFL does with free agency, which is like a month later after the Super Bowl, to make that way you don't cannibalize the bowl season. Because you got all these guys that are not playing in the bowls, and then
that's not true anymore. Actually, that's not true.
Well, it is. How many players do not play in the bowls?
Go look it up. Actually, because they're getting NIL, because they're getting money. You don't have that problem as deeply as you had it before.
They were getting
Christian McCaffrey started.
Well, a lot of people have been doing it since Christian McCaffrey,
but not as much since we put NIL in the
last year. There was a ton of people that didn't play.
Well, the playoffs, most of the people are playing in the playoffs. But okay, the point is, it's never gonna freaking happen because too many people watch this shit. That's it. They make too much money. The Sun Bowl gets like 2.8 million people watching it. It's a freaking Sun Bowl.
But if you go to a 16 or 24 team playoff, the Bulls are going to continue to have less and less value.
They are, but they're going to, which agree or disagree, they're going to basically the Sun Bowl is going to be part of the playoff.
I see what you're saying.
So listen, it's money grubbing scumbags. That's all these guys are, greedy assholes. That's it. One last note before we take a break and we go into bonus. Are you excited? Brooks Koepka's coming back to the PGA.
Oh, good bumper. Let's do it.
He had to pay some penalties, right?
They came up with some cockamamie rules. Yeah. Him and Bryson DeChambeau.
They're both coming back.
They're both coming back, and then
what? Bryson's coming back. I didn't hear
the
that.
Two people that hated each other are both coming back together.
And this is the greatest thing. Did you guys see the Brooks Koepka, who's still just a prick?
No.
Did you see this press? I wanted more time with my family. What are you talking about?
More time with his family. That's what the Live Tour gives you.
That's what he said. He goes, I don't have to play as much and I make more and I can spend more time with my family.
So he's coming back to the PGA He's coming back to the PGA to spend less time with his family.
Look, I don't know if it's.
Did you see Rory McIlroy's comment? He's like, the Live's not signing anybody that really matters. And Dustin Johnson signed that big deal.
Wow.
I like it. I liked it, Flex. I like Rory. But
I do too.
This is like anytime an athlete, we've said this for years, I want to spend my time with my family. Bullshit.
Nobody's ever meant it. That's been like, that's the checks in the mail. I won't say the other connotations that go with
Didn't Tommy Brady say that? He had
Of course he did. Then he went to spend some time with his family and had to take out the garbage, and then he came back to the NFL.
Tim and his like total obsession with Tom Brady.
What are you talking about?
Did you hear his son? His son's actually even taller. His son's like 6'7".
No, I said what I said is they finally found somebody that's actually taller than him, and it's his kid,
Jack
Brady.
That's with his first
That's
wife.
with Bridget Monahan.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Not Giselle.
Don't test him on this. He knows this cold. And then I said, Jack, does he even know he has a first son?
I don't know that he does.
How can he afford him?
Good question.
Okay, so Bryson's back. PGA's back. Good for golf. We'll be back with bonus right after this.
This is Chip Morningwood, publisher of the Morningwood Sports Insider, and you're listening to the Scott and Tim Sports Show.
Oh, for crying in the day. What are you doing?
Okay, welcome back. We have some late breaking news on the baseball front. The Dodgers are screwing up baseball. They are ruining it.
More so than they already have.
They just signed, what's his name? Kyle Tucker.
From the Cubs.
What'd they sign him for, Mark?
4 years, $240 million. $60 million a year for this player.
Oh, but who are they getting rid of? Mookie Betts? They getting rid of him? They Shohei? They getting rid of it? They can't. They got to clear some cap, don't they?
Yeah, don't they got to get rid of 20 people?
Shit.
That's the problem right there. They don't have to get rid of anybody. How can they put somebody on for $240 million?
It's
when they've already got. They're going to have like $1 billion payroll.
It's an unfair advantage.
Do you think?
I don't.
And that's what the difference between baseball and the NFL is. The NFL, you actually have some parity this year with the Bears are back in it. The Texans are in it.
Yes.
All of a sudden, New England's a decent team again. You got Denver back in it.
Just like college, Indiana's in it.
Panthers,
Miami's in it.
The Panthers. Stop with the college stuff. That's totally
just they have a lineup of Will Smith, Freddie Freeman, Tommy Edman, Max Muncy, Mookie Betts, Teoscar Hernandez, Andy Pages, Kyle Tucker, Shohei Ohtani. Most of these guys, 6 out of the 9 guys, all-star selections.
Yeah. And they're all making hundreds of millions of dollars.
It's disgusting. It's
But back to my football scenarios. The reason you have some parity in the NFL, there's a salary cap. A strict salary cap where the baseball technically has kind of a pretend one, but if you go over it, you got to pay taxes and blah, blah, blah. Nobody cares.
The luxury taxes. The Yankees used to do that for years and years and years. Steinbrenner didn't care.
And what really drives the league is the diversity of the fan base. When you have a fan base like the Dodgers, that's the only teams that's going to win. They won last year. They're going to win next year. Probably for the next 5 years, there's no one that can battle them. You isolate your fan base to one city, one team. That does nothing to foster the health of your league. That's why the NFL is
like
superior.
Fair, equal. You're talking like ethical things. Nobody gives a shit about that. It's about how much money and how much we can do it. The only good sliver of hope here, which I know you two are against hope, tradition.
Thank you.
Is that baseball, even if you spend $1 billion, you might not win. The Mets spent 1 point, whatever, just under what the Dodgers spent, and they didn't win. Baseball's a little harder to control that. I agree with you 1,000%.
But the Mets were in the playoff, right?
No,
that's right. They didn't make it this year. They made it the year before.
And they spent $1 zillion. But I'm with you. Baseball has got a major problem. They have a media problem. They got a lot of problems. But it all goes back to these owners. They don't want to do shit because they don't want to give up $1. So anyway, that's baseball. Are we into bonus?
You're probably pointing back to your ratings.
No, I'm not. They got a ratings problem.
No.
Baseball's doing well.
Deals are dry. They don't care. I mean, the Kansas City Royals and the Arizona Diamondbacks and those at the bottom of the league, the Oakland Athletics or whatever they're called right now,
Vegas.
They don't care because they're getting money for the overall deal with the MLB.
And then that's going to change when they get a national media. And I know you guys, ratings don't matter, except they actually do matter because that's what pays for everything. That's what it drives all of these things is the media deals, which are driven by ratings. So let's not go there.
I think ratings matter. I just don't. But you use that as like it's everything
because it's my only measure of what the consumer likes.
But ratings, the problem with ratings is people like me and idiots like me keep watching no matter what. If you public executions get good ratings too, they used to.
I want you.
I like public executions. Yeah.
So do I.
Want you.
I'd like to go. I'd like to watch them.
I want you to be nicer to yourself.
Okay, thank you.
Better self-help.
All right, bonus material.
Bonus material. Everybody's excited for bonus material.
How can you not be?
How can you not be? Okay, first of all, we got to do this first because then I want to know. We'll get into movies. Did you watch the Golden Globes? I'm sure you did.
No, I'm not gonna watch that stuff.
Why? It was great.
I hate.
If I want to watch politics, I'll turn on Fox News.
They actually left that out for once.
No.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, they did not. The politics was littered everywhere.
I heard there was.
I watched the entire thing.
Well, see, you don't notice it because it's the stuff you like.
Okay,
but I heard there was all kinds of politics.
No, he ripped. Well, this is okay. This is a new business venture that I'm very curious what your thoughts are.
After I said I would require a deposit to take me on a date to cover my date preparation costs, I'm now working with an app developer to make this a reality. This is actually happening. We are building the app. I'm not even exaggerating when I tell you this is the best damn dating app you have ever seen, because there is a clear difference here where the woman can set the deposit rate and the man can pay for her date preparation costs. So as a woman, you're going to walk into the date already so happy, and that's going to lead to a better date and a better connection. And that gives the man a better chance of succeeding in courting you. The app is called Courted. So when people ask, how did you meet? You can say, he courted me. So cute. The website already looks absolutely stunning. And the app itself, incredible. All of the features are so unique and nothing like you've ever seen on any dating app. Oh, and to everyone who said you can't do that, guess what? I just did. So we are going to launch this city by city. And if you want early access, click the link in my bio and sign up. Let's make dating fun again. Love you.
Oh, tits like that.
You're be kidding.
I love the tits and the cross right there in the cleavage.
Cross. Yeah, she's very religious. What happened to the feminism movement where everything should be equal?
You gotta make a deposit, Tim.
You gotta make a deposit. They're gonna make a deposit later.
But my favorite is the date preparation costs.
Yeah. Where's the equal rights here? Why don't the men get the dating costs?
This is totally sexist.
You wouldn't make a deposit?
You'd be castrated.
And then the woman
something like this.
She can rate the deposit level.
So if you give her like $200 for the deposit, then she might have a fun time on the date. Isn't this prostitution, like legalized prostitution?
You would get, if a guy came up with this, you would get hammered.
They'd be in jail. They would be in total jail. They'd be like just
this would be
eviscerated.
Sexist. This would be unlawful. This is crap.
This is blowing up on the TikTok.
The sad thing is, she's probably going to be a zillionaire.
Oh, exactly.
She's going to be making all kinds of money.
I did notice last name Shapiro.
Shapiro what?
That was her last name.
Oh, her last name Shapiro.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Really?
She's clever. Anyway,
a Jew.
if you're not on YouTube, we are on YouTube on STSPN a few days later than we record. But anyway, I thought that I was dying to get your guys' reaction and bonus section to that because that went viral.
I would love it if that was just a whole comedic thing.
It wasn't,
but it's not.
It's coming to a city near you.
God, you're gonna have to start giving women deposits to go on a date. Oh my God, I don't even.
This is completely bull.
Stuff or what?
Let's see. Well, on the what you watching part, we may have to come back to other bonus stuff, but we're watching Landman season 2, not nearly as good as season 1.
Ooh, that's hurtful. You were so excited about that.
And Billy Bob, and I can say this spoiler alert because it's out everywhere. Billy Bob's not coming back for season. And he kind of made the whole show, but
sorry to hear that.
He's not coming back. It's just not as good. Season 1 was phenomenal. We're watching Lioness, by the way. That's also on Paramount Plus.
Oh, we don't have that.
Oh, you give me all this shit about not having Apple and you don't have Paramount Plus?
Paramount Plus?
That's way better than
I was
Apple.
mooching it off my daughter, and she just informed me recently that she's no longer doing it.
Oh, well, then sign up for it.
Paramount Plus?
You sign up for Paramount Plus, and I'll think about signing up for Apple.
Think about signing. Okay. Any other things you're watching?
I
want to know, actually, I didn't talk to you about this. But Mark, before he went on his international voyage, he texted Tim and I to get show suggestions.
What'd you watch?
Yeah, what happened? Did we do any?
Nobody wants this.
Yeah, that's the show. That's my life.
Jewish
that's
show.
my wife and I's biopic. Yes.
Yeah,
that was your life.
It was basically our life.
I watched a ton of that on the plane.
That's a great show.
Season 2, episode 1. It drops every week, so it kind of sucks.
Wait, which one?
Idris Hijack on Apple Plus. Good.
Oh, okay. Yes, I've seen that. Yeah.
I actually went to Richmond, England, and we went right down. We went to the pub where Ted Lasso.
Nice.
Crown and Anchor in Ted Lasso, but it's Princess Head. And we went to his apartment, which is number 15 on whatever street that is. And then we hung out in Richmond for about an hour and then went home.
Can I interrupt 1 second? Hold on a second. So Ted Lasso, Tim, is a show on Apple TV. It's been very popular.
I watched it all.
Back.
I watched it all until that. I think I canceled right after the season was done.
It's coming back.
Yeah, but they said it was done. Like, end, no more, done.
So that's it. That's all you watched. We gave you 17 different things to watch, and that's all you did. I'm kind of hurt. We put a lot of effort into
movies. I watched Anniversary, which is a political movie. I watched.
F1.
I watched F1, but I've seen that before. I watched it again. That's really good. I watched Bride Hard, which is horrible. Don't ever
Bride Hard.
It's terrible. What else did I watch? I watched
Hunting Wives.
A bunch of movies.
Hunting Wives is coming back.
They got another season coming back.
My gosh.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Did you watch that?
That's phenomenal.
That's a White Lotus situation.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That is I think that's top notch.
Okay.
This is back for season 2.
This is riveting shit. I want to go see now because of the Golden Gloves, which you guys didn't watch and hate. Nikki Glaser was fantastic, man. She was ripping everybody. It was Leonardo DiCaprio. It was hysterical. Adolescence apparently is a good show. I got to look that up.
I watched a couple of that. I didn't get into it.
It was it's slow moving.
Well, you don't. Yeah, it's got to be fast paced.
Well, it doesn't have to be fast. Just I don't want it to be that slow. But Adolescence was like one of the number one shows for weeks and weeks.
One battle after another. How's that doing? That's a movie. That won a lot of shit.
I can't remember if I saw that or not.
Anyway, Timothy Chalamet's got one out that's very popular. So
The Pit season 2.
Oh, the Pit that started,
Pit,
right?
He loves. Oh yeah, Noah
that was
won.
a great show.
He won.
Did he win?
He won.
Yeah, they won a ton of awards. The Pit is awesome.
Nikki Glazer had a great line. God, Noah, you've been my doctor for 35 years. Because of ER.
Because of ER, yeah. So they've dropped a couple episodes already on the Pit, or
yeah, it started last week.
Now Nurse Mindy won't watch the Pit.
Oh no, she'll watch the Pit. She
Whoa,
liked that.
is it actually legit?
No,
or?
she picks it apart like crazy, but
Okay.
it's more legit than some of the other stuff, like New Amsterdam, where you got the CEO of the hospital changing light bulbs,
Yes,
shoveling snow in the parking lot, and
Not real.
that's the stupidest hospital show ever.
We've given you more bonus than you deserve.
That's a lot of bonus. We're gonna have
Let's
to cut some
wrap this
bonus out.
up.
Huh?
Let's wrap it up. It's 1:44 on the timer.
Good Lord. All right. I want to thank all the guests we didn't get and all the sponsors we couldn't close.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's get Alex Earl on for our special guest next time.
All right. You work on that. You effort that.
Okay.
You're the
I'll ask
producer.
Tommy
You're the,
Brady about his girlfriend.
you're the showrunner.
What's
You
her
book
name?
The guests.
What's her name?
Alex Earl.
Okay.
Ooh.
She dated the Miami guy, the other football, Barrios.
Oh.
Anyway.
Ouch.
All right. Thanks so much. We will talk to you maybe in 26, maybe 27. We're not really sure. Tim is taking the year or two off. So please donate to Project Fund Tim. The links are below. Not really, but they are. Bye-bye.
It'll be a GoFundMe.
See ya.
See ya.
Good night.